Hey, everybody. Good evening. It's Nicole, and I wanted to talk to you today about being vulnerable, sharing your story, sharing pictures. I've had some conversations with some coaches that have been around for many years, and I was like, have I actually ever seen your before and after? No, I haven't. And that's something that could be holding you back from this business. I'm not saying you have to get in a bikini, but there's going to be some pictures that are shared because pictures are what tells the story, right? A lot of times people will, how are you hitting success club and I'm not hitting success club? And the simple answer to that is I'm sharing more, I'm talking to more people, I'm getting more vulnerable, I'm sharing different parts of my story, I'm sharing some team stories, I'm sharing some emotion, I'm sharing about uncomfortable things like going to the bathroom, acne, bloating, gas. I'm sharing things that people don't want to talk about. I'm also sharing about my kids, my dogs, my husband, my life, all the things so that people are getting to know, like, and trust me through social media. And they see the side of me that's like, you know what? She's not perfect. She's just like me. She's got a lot of life challenges happening and she's still doing everything she needs to be doing. I'm 12 years into this business and it's still the same business. Sure, social media has changed, different ways things have changed, but the heart of this business is building relationships, talking to people, asking questions. I have shared my 4 week gut protocol journey every single day for the past 4 weeks. Sometimes it's on a story, sometimes it's on a feed, sometimes it's on Instagram, sometimes it's on Facebook, sometimes it's in my event that I've set up for people who are joining my next round. But every single day, I'm talking about this journey in some way. Sometimes it's through just my workout clip in the morning, and then I just share a piece of my gut protocol journey or how the workouts are going or how the no impact is going. But there's constant sharing. And every time I share, somebody asks me a question. I had about 23 to 25 people on my list for this second round. 7 to 9 people are actually doing it. So that's, I still get no's. I still get excuses. I still get, I'm not ready. I still get, well, I don't want to give up alcohol. I don't want to give up sugar. Well, I don't want to give up I still get all of the same objections you get. I don't have any money. Nothing works for me. I don't have time to meal prep, right? We're all busy. None of us have time. This is a lot of work for all of us. So there are things that we need to be addressing on social media so that people know that they can do it. They're just choosing not to do it, right? I spent about an hour today um, washing, cutting up, getting all of our vegetables and fruit ready for the week. And then Mark spent another hour cooking kind of some of the vegetables, some of the meats and stuff for the week. So we are completely ready till about end of day Wednesday for all of our meals for these next few days, lunch and dinner. Breakfast is a simple, Mark does a shake. I do an egg veggie omelet. So we are set. And it took us a little bit of time today, but we still spent time with our kids. We still spent time with our dogs. I'm still doing laundry. I'm still doing kind of all of the things. I planned my grocery list last night. We all went out for breakfast and went to the grocery store and the farmer's outlet, and we got everything we needed we left the house, I think, at just before 10 and we were home just after noon, and we did it as a family. So it was an adventure, all of us together, right? That's the struggle that I'm seeing people who are wishing they had more success. You're not sharing enough. You're not building your list enough. You're not getting real vulnerable. You're not sharing pictures. There's things that you could be doing. And watch the people. I mean, twice a week we post the Success Club graphic. So go and look up a couple of those names and see what they're doing. See where their consistency is coming from. It's it's all of those things. It's all, and you want to share a different story. If I'm getting bored on your social media hearing the same story, then so are your people. You know, I may talk about the gut protocol and the bloating that I'm feeling, but then the next day I might talk about, you know, my acne. And then the next day I might talk about the gas that broccoli gave me. And then the next day I might talk about the no impact workouts and how my heart rate is still getting up over 160 and I have no idea how, right? There's a lot of things that you could be sharing. You also want to, on your social media, you also want to post things like, hey, what's your favorite healthy recipe? Hey, what's your favorite healthy crock pot recipe? Hey, what are you watching on TV right now? Do you have any summer plans? Like, you want to get to know your audience. You want to be scrolling your Facebook and looking for those pain points that people are saying, gosh, I wish I could do this, or I wish I could do that. Carl spoke at our Super Saturday, and he made a great analogy. He talked about when you walk into go buy a car, right? And you walk on the dealership lot, and one of two things is going to happen. Someone's going to come swarming at you and be like, how can I help you? What do you got? You know, what can I do for you? What are you looking for? Or you're going to be left alone to kind of just run around, you know, look around at cars and you'll be like, does anybody work here? I kind of need some help, right? And so it just depends on which salesperson is going to come at you. It's the same thing with your social media. He talked about, as soon as somebody likes, comments, or views your story, they have walked into your showroom. And so that's an open door for you to say, how can I help you? And what you're going to be different, you're not going to, some car salesmen try to put you into a car that they would like to put you in, but you're going to say things like, how can I help you? What are you looking for? You're going to ask some pain points. You know, what are you struggling with? What do you feel is most challenging? You know, and do you feel like gut health is something that you want to start paying attention to, right? You're going to ask them a ton of questions because they liked, comment, or viewed your story, or liked and commented on your newsfeed post. They have walked into your showroom. They are interested. So it's your turn to open that door and start the communication, asking them questions, getting to know them. If somebody posts on their social media, gosh, I'm so tired all the time, or something, I'll slide in to their inbox and maybe say something like, do you work out? I saw that you're tired a lot. Do you work out? Do you eat a lot of carbs and sugar? Because that's when I'm tired, right? I might not say that, but that's what I'm thinking in my head. I know when I have low energy, it's because I didn't work out, or because I'm eating like crap, right? I'm having that sugar high and then I'm crashing. So always be on the lookout. Know when people like, comment, or view your stories that they have stepped into your showroom. So it's up to you to help them, to offer to help them. You want to build these relationships and get to know people. You're not just here to make a sale. You're not. Like, you want to get to know people. This is a hard business in the fact that this is a very personal decision for people, right? They're not coming to buy a candle or to purchase a pan for their kitchen, right? Like, they're coming to make a serious decision, to make a serious change in their lives. I've been thinking a lot lately. There's a lot of people struggling around me, and a lot of grief, and a lot of things that you know, and some people in my lives, things that could have been prevented, right? Things that lifestyle changes that could have been made. Even on Easter, I had a conversation, you know, with my sister, and she was talking about how bad her sugar addiction is. I was like, you got to kind of get that under control a little at a time. I know how you feel because I'm addicted too, but we have heart disease in the women in our family. So it's kind of scary to think where that could go. And she's like, I've already determined that I'm going to end up having a heart attack. I'm like, well, that's not cool. You have two little kids. Like, let's start thinking differently, right? And so it's such a mindset shift for people. And we just have to keep showing up, and we just have to keep leading by example. And it's not up to us to make anybody do anything. It's not up to me to make you work your business. I mean, I've been doing this 12 years, and maybe some of you have been here 10 years. And how many times have I asked you to maybe share your story and put a picture out there and you haven't? I can't make you. I'm just telling you that it's going to work and it's going to make a difference and it's going to tell a story. And you don't want to keep doing the same thing over and over again if it's not working. I don't do free groups because I have tried to do free groups multiple times over the 12 years. They don't work for me. I have one right now that I post in every day. It's not working. It's not working, but I still post in it every day. But I don't ever think that that's where I'm going to get any of my sales from. It's not something that works for me. I had to buy in. I had to spend money that I didn't have to start this business and to get started, because then I was invested to do it and to complete it, because I was invested in money that I didn't have. So free has no value to that person. Like, it's nice. I offer things for free all the time on my social media. I'm like, oh, I just showed my whole meal prep thing that I did today, and I just showed my fridge, and people are asking questions and I'm answering them, right? Like, I'm going to give them free advice. I give free advice out as content on my social media, but to join me and to get me as your coach and to get me to really help you, you have to make a purchase with me. Even if it's just a 3-day refresh or a Shakeology sampler or a free trial of Beachbody on Demand. I don't care what it is, but you've got to become my customer and you've got to make an investment, and then I will invest in you, right? But some people do free groups and they convert people, and that's amazing. There are a lot of people on this team, a couple of people on this team that do newsletters, and that's where they get 90% of their sales. And there's people that do newsletters and don't get any sales. So you've got to find what works for you. You've got to try different things. You've got to do what people on the National Wake Up Call are telling you to do. You've got to do what people on these training calls are telling you to do. You've got to do what people in the Beachbody Champions page tell you to do. You've got to do the things. You've got to do the hard stuff. Entrepreneurship is hard, and people don't do it because it's hard. People like to go to a 9 to 5, have a boss tell them what to do. They leave, they get paid, it's guaranteed money, and off they go. This isn't like that. You have to work for your paycheck, and you have to get vulnerable, and you have to get uncomfortable. If you're comfortable every day, like, that's when I know I need to switch things up. If I'm like just chilling and comfy all day, I'm like, oh, I'm not doing well in this business because I'm not getting uncomfortable, right? And so you've got to get uncomfortable, like doing the harder fitness programs, like doing the harder nutrition programs, like making sure you're drinking your Shakeology every day, making sure you're using the performance line, all of the things, talking about everything on social media. You can't talk about this stuff too much. And if people complain that you talk about it too much, then they know where the unfollow and unfriend button is. People's opinions of you do not matter. It's none of your business, right? That's what Mel Robbins says. It's none of your business. And my line is always, they don't pay my bills, right? The people out there who have an opinion of what I'm doing and they don't like it, they don't pay my bills. I need to do what's right for me and my family and my business. And if I don't share, I'm not helping people. And that's what I'm here for. I am in this business I have this passion to help people to live healthy, fulfilling lives, to be healthier, to feel better. I want everybody to feel as great as I do on this gut protocol. So I'm going to share the crap out of it. And I hope that you do too. All right, guys, have an amazing night. We'll talk soon.